Hello there, it's Amy here from the Baby Sills. Would you like to play the drums? Do you have the space for a drum kit? Many of us are in this position where we live in quite a small accommodation. I live in quite a small flat, and there just isn't the space for a drum kit, and I am a drummer. So, if you are in this position, you want to play the drums, or you are a drummer and you don't have space for a drum kit, then please stick with me because no drum kit, no problem. Wow, brilliant. So we have drumsticks. That is great. Drumsticks, you can buy, well, you can actually get them very cheap online. I love Vic Firth. So I use Vic Firth. I did ask Vic Firth once if they'd endorse me, but they wrote back and said, we don't know who you are. So now, if you haven't got the funds for drumsticks or you don't really want to go and buy them at the moment, that's okay. Just get rid of them. We've got hands, hopefully. Yeah, so we're going to have a little go at some nice little rudiments. So I'm just going to pull myself up so you can see me. So rudiments are sticking exercises. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you have a pillow that might be useful. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We can also do them in triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So they're kind of nice little things you can kind of do to get your arms going. And the next thing we can have a look at is kind of a very, very basic 4/4 rock groove. So usually when we're playing the drums, if you're right-handed, you might see drummers playing like that, where you cross one of your right hand over to the hi-hat. I'm sure there are drummers out there that do it the other way around. So they have the hi-hat perhaps on the other side. I don't see it very often, but if people are left-handed, I have a lot of students and some of them are left-handed, they tend to play open. So it's up to you, however you feel comfortable. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand. And for this, I'm not going to cross. We're just going to play open. Right hand, we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So everything I'm saying, I'm also using my hand to pat the pillow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Perfect. Now, on 2, we're going to bring in our left hand. So we're going to play them together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to do the same thing on 2, but we're also going to bring in the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to bring in our foot. So hopefully now you'll see my foot on the screen as well as the hands. So we're going to just keep our foot flat on the floor and we're just going to bring it up when we use the bass drum pedal, although we haven't got a bass drum pedal. We're imagining that's what we're doing. So we're going to bring it in on beat 1, but we're still going to keep everything else as well. It's like juggling, plates or balls or whatever. You like keep everything going, whilst you're bringing this third element in. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I forgot to say that we're going to bring in the foot on beats 1 and 3. So now we've got 1 and then our hands doing 2, foot's doing 3, hands doing 4. So it's kind of alternate, foot, hand, whilst this hand is doing everything. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, if you do this for a couple of weeks, for say 5-10 minutes a day, if you just sit down without anything, with just your hands, a pillow, and you kind of go through this and just sort of do it, start off slow, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. By the time you come to play on a drum kit, you'll be able to do this beat standing on your head. It's great. So it's kind of like preparing yourselves, if you like. So I would really recommend you do this if you're serious and you'd like to learn the drums and you'd like to, but you haven't yet got access to a drum kit. These are little things you can kind of do to prepare. So you can do your 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So if you have drumsticks and you have no drum kit, that's okay, because you might live somewhere with different types of objects. Best I just show you, I think. Two and three and four and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ba ba 1 and 2 and ba ba 1 and 2 and 3 2 and 3 and 4. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ba 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 ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and